Hey guys, welcome back. Third and final DPP set here. As promised, it is PokeAim MD of Team El Cabron alongside Blunder and Poick playing against whatever that says, which is the same thing I called in the previous round. Duple Apertura 1998. It's tricking, is what that is. PokeAim MD and his team, El Cabron, have the 1-0 match advantage here. That means if he loses, not good, but not a big deal. Simply sends it over to Blunder and Punny in their Sun and Moon showdown. Whereas if Tricking were to lose here, his team, alongside, like I said, Poick and Punny, would simply be eliminated from the tournament. So the pressure here is on Tricking. Both of these players played DPP last round, and both of these players won last round. So it should be a good one. Here's game one in their best of three. PokeAim MD. Big YouTuber. Check out his channel if you've not already done so. Great guy, great content, worth supporting. On the top side, Tricking on whatever that alt is. And we had Heatran on Heatran action before switching. It was an Earth Power and a Rocks, respectively. So a little bit of a trade-off there. Both players do have hazards down, and Roselia, not to be confused with Roserade, because, you know, one of them's good, one of them's not. The evolved one here, Roserade, Roserade, Rosa whatever, unlike shitty ADV Roselia, is a good mon in this tier and can establish more hazards. Roost coming down after eating a Dragon Pulse, which just popped a sub. And now it's Heatran. Guess who's back? Back again. Heatran's back. Tell a friend. Here's Gar, maybe thinking Boom would come down. That is not what happens. He just loses it to a Magma Storm. Oopsie fucking daisies. That must have been anticipating a Boom. He would not have sacked his guard to a Magma Storm like that. Not a great start for Tricking in this one. He does have hazards down, but Aim's team pretty healthy. Tricking's down a poke, and he's got a 1% Heatran of his own. Dragon Pulse will be good enough from 21%, so 5-5. Roserade, Rade, Raid, Shadow Legends is down. Spikes, so a lot of hazards. No spinner in sight for either guy. And more spikes, yeah. Get those hazards going. Discharge, 68%. And Para. And now Lottie coming in. Discharge again, why wouldn't you? And he gets the Para that he's looking for. I like Aim's position quite a bit. Feels like Tricking's pretty behind. And yep, now Tricking is talking in the comments, which usually indicates someone knows that they're losing and/or is frustrated from the hacks. Roost and full Para, sure. Rachi coming in on hazards, only to find an immediate substitute from Zapdos. Ice Punch Pop sub. Discharge, Para. Tricking would be so mad. But the Para does not come. And the Rose reappears at this point. Insta body slammed, insta killed. Hey, Tricking with the lead on paper. I still like Aim's position better. I mean, it's not even really a lead. Like, Heatran's insta dead when it comes into hazards here. In my mind, Aim is winning, even though the scoreboard says otherwise. Fire Punch, respectively. Faster Rachi seems to belong to Tricking. Iron Head here for the 60% flinch. Gets it. Kate trying to lefties his way back up and/or put the other Rachi in range. And he does that. He's in range of Fire Punch. There's the knockout. Tricking furthers his air quote lead. 5-3. However, Thunder Wave and Instapower are going to make that not as good. Dragon Pulse Body Slam, crosses his fingers for Para, yep, gets it. 60-40 of that happening with Serene Grace. Dragon Pulse again, still short. Iron Head, best thing he could do damage-wise, 30%. We take those. And Dragon Pulse finally gets him. So 4-3, which is basically a 3-3 because Heatran's dead on arrival. Full Para for both of them this time. But it's going to be Aim going first with the faster Lottie. Now Scarm comes in low and paralyzed. And it's Last Poke Champ for Aim in the back. And it's full Para again for Scarm, who I assume went for Roost there. Heatran fodders itself, leaving only 2 pokes for tricking. And Lucky Lucario is going to have to come in and get the job done. He will copycat the D-Punch, gets the confusion, needs it to attack itself, but it does not. 50-50 of getting what he wanted there, but he loses the coin flip, and he's gonna pack it in. It is going to be AIM taking game 1 and putting Tricking and his team, PPT, with their back against the wall. Should Tricking fail to win not only game 2, but also game 3, his squad will be eliminated. Whereas PokeAim, even if he were to lose, will simply send it over to his boy Blunder to fight Punny in what would be a hype as hell SM showdown. Let's go to game 2. Switch those sides for continuity. It is PokeAim again on the bottom, and it is Tricking on whatever that alt is on the top. Both of them opting for bulky ground types, and both of them opting for rocks. Ice Beam with an immediate freeze. Tricking have something to say about it? No. Keeps quiet this time, but obviously unlucky. And now Magnezone comes in to make it so that Skyrim is going to do a whole lot of nothing. Early lead for AIM as the Hippo reappears. Here's Gar. Immediately roared away. And now we have Tar. Here's Gengar. Will that also be roared away? Nope. Swing and a miss on Earthquake there. So Gengar in safely and gets to do whatever it is it wants to do. Could just be a Will-O-Wisp, which it is, but he's going to miss that on Clef. And now T-Tar reappears. And that will be immediately Thunder Wave down. He is not holding Lumberry. He's going to have to live with that. In fact, now he's not holding anything. He was holding a Pasho Berry, but it got knocked away. Pursuit, an underwhelming 21%. Crunch, however, 44% and a drop. That's a little more relevant. 63% now. Trying to soft boil stall him out until he gets full para. Stone Edge there does not connect. There'd be no justice if you Stone Edge crit through para there. And he does get caught with Pursuit for 69%, which is pretty hefty. Swampert on Hippo, just where we started things. Earthquake, not exciting. Rotom comes in thinking there'll be another Earthquake on the other side, and he's right. Gonna blink on the Levitator. Protect and Wow, sure. Tricking had a good switch in for a while, but don't know that AIM does. Good anticipation there for Tricking. He gets Jirachi in front of the Paralyzed Tar. This is going to be a free U-turn, a free Body Slam, a free sub, whatever he wants to do. And he decides for Body Slam and is rewarded with a Paralysis. Now going for the Para-Flinch nonsense on Pert. Ironhead's very unexciting, 9%, but hey, you made him skip a turn for net 3% damage. It's something. Earthquake crit there, a little unfortunate for Tricking. He does get Roar off. Rachi coming in, perhaps thinking there'll be a Draco Meteor, but there is not. There is a trick of Scarf and Lefties, respectively. So Fire Punch going to be the move that he's going to lock in on, and Draco Meteor going to whiff. So we're fishing for a Serene Grace burn here. 20% chance of that happening, and on the second attempt, he does in fact make him feel the burn. Back to Hippowdon now. Thunderbolt, perfect. That's just what you want to come in on. See if he stays in for a potential Meteor. Gets greedy, tries to slack off. Nope, goes to Rachi thinking there'll be Draco Meteor. And he's correct. Resists that, though he doesn't have his lefties anymore. And Lati down to 25% and burnt. Magnezone comes in. Might as well Fire Punch that too. Doesn't find the burn, but he does get 2 super effective shots off, 38 and 36%. However, neither one burns or crit, so Magnezone lives to tell the tale. And lives to get a boom off, which could matter, because there's no more Hippo for Tricking. Leaves us in a 5-3 with AIM in the lead. AIM looking to close this out with a 2-0 and send his team through to the semifinals. T-Wave there is going to help. Lati going to have to once again try to para-stall the opponent out. Clef and Shadow Ball respectively, sure. Is he trying to dodge Focus Blast here between imperfect accuracy and para? He could be. He's going to get a soft boiled off as Lucario comes in. That's the last poke for AIM. Full team's revealed. Lucario has been very popular in DPP in this tournament. Close combat going to whiff. T-Tar in. And Clef in. Sure. Now Swampert comes in. And S-Toss. 25%. As expected, it is a bulky pert. Knockoff. Less bulky now. No more lefties. And Earthquake 40%, but Clef is going to be A-okay. There's Soft Boil to go back up to a hundo. Earthquake again 38% this time. And we're going to take a more aggressive approach. Swampert is now one S-Toss from death, but it is going to be an obvious Soft Boil turn here, you would think. Would have been a pro T-Wave there, but that's a really hard play to make, and Lucario sneaks in for AIM. Dancing up. Rotom can't love to see that by any means. Double dance, in fact. Now agility. Only to get Will-O-Wisp, but he instantly lums it away. That's a double dragon dance Lucario, essentially. And there's Crunch, and I think we're done. And Tricking agrees. He's going to concede. Nothing he can do. This time GG's, rather than saying anything to vocalize his frustration. But he probably is frustrated because he's going to lose this set 2-0. It's going to be AIM giving himself a 2-0 record, but more importantly, it's going to be AIM taking his team, El Cabron, to the semifinals. Tricking's team, PPT, Punny, who didn't get to play this round, Podris, and Tricking are eliminated from the tournament. So we now have 2 semifinal teams. In fact, we have 3. I lied. We have 3 semifinal teams. We have, it's going to be Shady Mofos against French on the top side of the bracket. And then we have these dudes, El Cabron, on the bottom side of the bracket against the yet-to-be-determined winner of Let's In the Sun and Carapinga, which at the time of this recording is current and up to date. It is a 1-0 lead for Carapinga. Via Soulwind over Lax. But the final 2 matches, Tony versus Keenix in GSC, and Illoden versus Bush Tush in SS, both of those are yet to be played as of this recording. So that's where we stand. We have 3 of our semifinalists, Shady Mofos, French, El Cabron, and then the winner of Let's In the Sun and Carapinga. Hope you guys have enjoyed following this tournament. Like I said, a lot of time and effort has gone into it. I hope you guys can appreciate that, and bare minimum, throw me a fucking click of the like button. If you guys want to get involved with this tour more directly, you can join the Discord server, link in the description, no obligation to do so. And likewise, you can also donate, no obligation to do that either. But it does make the tour better. We are very close to crossing the 4-figure mark, which is a really cool prize pool for the first edition of a new tour. And all the money goes to the players anyway. I don't keep any, so you're supporting the guys. Alright, hopefully I only have to commentate 1 more match today. Worst case scenario, it'll only be 2 more matches today, so not so bad. Like I said, hope you've enjoyed the tour. Thumbs up if so. Comments always welcome. We'll see you guys in the next video.